What's happening? What's happening? Hey, look here. So Kevin's name was mentioned yesterday by somebody who's connected to him in so many words. And they said that Kevin would be a big time person to get hired as a head coach again in the NFL. Now, who would hire him? Only team that has a opening are two teams, Tennessee and the Giants. Would either one of them want Kevin? Now, when you look at Kevin's history, he does have turning around Cleveland as soon as he got there. But it was in a special year, so I don't even know how to count that. But he did turn them around as soon as he got there. Then a few years later, he did it again. So in a 4-year span, he won 11-11, then 8-7. That ain't bad, but it also ain't great. Now, these next 2 years been straight trash. Now, people are throwing names out there like, hey, at Tennessee, the coach that's at Tennessee Titans, they had a coach. But when that coach now is at New England with a franchise that's used to winning, a franchise that had like years of winning from 2003 till basically recently. And now they back winning again. History of winning. So could that be Kevin? Just get in the right environment. Now the Giants does have history of winning. What was one of them years they won the chip? Maybe 2 times. 2 times they won the chip with Eli. So they got history of winning. Can they pull it off again? Now, I don't know if Kevin is officially on the hot seat. Technically, based on how it's going, you would say yes. You've been there a total of 6 years. This is on year 6. You had a real good season, 8 wins, 7 wins, real good season, 3 wins, and look like you ain't gonna have no more than 3 wins or less this year. It's not good. Now, could they be saying the same thing that, hey, Mike went good at the Tennessee Titans, but Mike is very good with the New England Patriots. Kevin has some good seasons with a terrible franchise. Can he get with the Giants and do better? Tennessee look like they're lost hope. So Tennessee is a lost hope unless you bring in a Bill Belichick. Not Bill Belichick of now, but Bill Belichick back in the days when he took Cleveland over. Him and Nick Saban. Like them up and coming, go get it coaches. Yeah. Then you could do that. But I don't think right now, I don't know how you would. I don't know how you would. Because it don't make no sense that he has a superstar in Shador Sanders and won't play him. For whatever reason, they won't play him. Now, if it's out of his control and out of Jimmy's control and the league say, hey, we ain't playing until December, that's a different story. But we'll never know that. It just looked bad on Kevin. It just looked bad on Kevin. So they threw it out there trying to show Kevin love. You know, it's one of his boys tried to show Kevin some love, that Kevin would be a great hire. In the coaching circle, he might. In the coaching circle now. Y'all know that coaching circle, them boys talk. They talk X and O's, and they might feel X and O's, he like that. I don't know how to put it. I just can't see him like that. It doesn't feel that he's that guy. Feel like he don't know what he doing. Like right now, I feel like he don't know what he doing. And it look like we done tanked 2 years in a row. And I'm saying we because I'm on Cleveland now, so I'm following this whole time since April. Last year, looked like they tanked 4 quarterbacks. This year, they are tanking to get a top draft pick. Right now, we're 4th in the pick order. Tennessee, I think the Saints, and the Giants. I think that's the order. But we 4th. We could lose to Tennessee and lose to the Raiders, might put us up at the number 1 spot. Kevin Kevin may get an opportunity to be another a coach at another organization. He might. They might say, if you could turn around Cleveland, you could definitely turn around our franchise, and we ain't nowhere close to unorganized as Cleveland. We ain't nearly as unorganized as Cleveland. So come with us, and we'll get this thing right. But I don't know. Should he be on the hot seat? Probably yes. His seat should be fired because you tanked 1 year and got a quarterback. You got 2 quarterbacks. Then you got 2 more. Now, you might have been dealt the hand with Deshaun Watson, but no, man. Then you tanking this year. You gave up play calling last year. You gave up play calling this year. You're not it. You're not it. Maybe I can't say he wouldn't do good at another organization. Maybe the Giants organization is way better. Well, they are better. They saw it right now, but I believe their organization as a whole is way better than Cleveland. So he could do good. He very well could do good with the Giants. I think the Tennessee Titans, I don't know who will want that job. I think it's a hard job. I think the Tennessee Titans is a hard job. To me, they was only good back in the early 2000s. They ain't been good pretty much since then. So I think that's a tough franchise. It's sad that it's like that, but it is what it is. But Kevin had somebody on the national spotlight talking for him. Now, he probably know him. They got the same ages, but he threw Kevin's name out there. So I don't know if Kevin's name getting hot like that. Like they about to get him up out of there, but he showed through Kevin the alley hoop. But see, I don't get it because Kevin's sorry, but you could throw in Mike was sorry with Tennessee, and now he's balling with the Patriots. So I get it. You could throw out stuff and make it, and you throw out the coach of the year, it's going to, it'll make him look good. But I just feel like, Kevin, you did this on your own. You could have started Shador game 1. Saying, forget Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco, you're a backup. Let's ride with Shador. Let's get Shador 8 games straight. If Shador can't figure it out in the first half of the season, let's go with Joe Flacco, then Dylan Gabriel. Something like that. But they did it. Total reverse. Total reverse. G-Matt, what's good? Jay Walker. D. Adams. Shannon, what's good? Stella K, TP. AJ, Almighty. You say that hot seat should feel like it should, but they got it where he rolling. Stella K, you say he's not turning anything around now. Right, he got us and ain't doing nothing with it. I'm pretty sure, I don't think they're going to fire him at the end of the year. They could, but I think we're going to have him, and it don't look like we all that in a bag of chips. Now, if he put in Shador and they go to rolling, I say, hey, y'all playing this all alone. Shannon, which I already feel like they did. Miss Beverly, what's good? Yeah, Kevin need to be up out of there. KP, Selmo, what's happening? Dog pound in the building. Eddie, what's good? You say Kevin is not going anywhere. I don't think he is either. But they sure gave him an alley hoop last night to make sure if y'all were thinking about firing him, I want you to know he could do good with them Giants. But you just never know. The NFL is unpredictable. Kimberly, what's good? Nice girl, what's happening? Almighty, you say you can't turn around. You can't turn nothing around when you have zero accountability. Yeah, he don't. And behind the scenes don't hold, yeah, he ain't holding nobody accountable. They just letting this go whichever way they want to go. Like, hey, you good. Just get out there and say whatever you want to say. We just got to do better as a team. Just got to do better as an O-line, wide receivers, running backs. Got to do better at quarterback. We just got to do better. Better at coaching. Yeah, well, y'all trash. Just girl, you say once you realize the coach of the year is voted by the media and not merit. Yeah, it's not, but they did only have 2 winning seasons from 99 to when he got there that special year. And then when he got there, he won 11 games. So, hey, you got to be coach of the year doing that, really. When they used to being sorry, then you turn around. J. Will, what's good? Jimmy Johnson ain't coming out of retirement. Samo, you say it's Veterans Day. And Shador at the dealership at the car giveaway. Hey, boy out there holding it down. TP, you said Kevin is not a good coach. I don't know. It doesn't look good on him right now. It looked terrible on him right now. But he's surviving it. He's surviving it. Yeah, Jessica girl. Hey, that was like a best friend code. I got you. I'm going to get on national TV, Kevin, and I'm going to talk about you, brother. Just in case that Shador stuff is heating up and Dylan Gabriel, I got you. I got you. I'm going to show you some love out here. So he showed him love. I get it. Nigga really was happening. Eddie said Kevin don't care about what anyone thinks. He knows his job is secure. He's secure for this year and maybe the first 8 games. Maybe not even that. If he don't make it out of September good, he might be out of there. Excuse me. 1949, you said Kevin got to get up out of there? Yeah, Kevin be hot when they ask them questions to him. Yeah, almighty, we not listening to him, but it's just the fact that he rocking with him hard. He rocking with that boy hard. Greg, yes, the tankathon right in our face. Tia, what's good? You say Kevin should know that, yeah. He know it, but sometimes, hey, maybe he can't do it because you got to wait till it part. Jennifer, you said Antonio Pierce. For some reason, I don't think he's going to ever get a job again. Jay Fox, you say, so this is what the NFL is about now, tanking every. Hey, you can tank and you can still get another job. Selmo, you say it's been rumored that Peyton Manning could be handed the keys to the Browns. Nah. This is what I realized, This is what I realized about the Jaguars. The Jaguars, they didn't like the GM. So nobody wanted the job at the Jaguars. Matter of fact, Brian Leverage probably would have took the job if the GM would have got out of the way. But the GM had so much control, the only way they got a new coach was fire the GM. So they fired him. Well, maybe that guy Paul got let go, and maybe he's going to go back to baseball, do his thing. But maybe the Cleveland job, well, no, he left. The guy left. My bad, he left. But maybe now the Cleveland job look more doable. But then you got Bears, so it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, hey, Mac, they doing all that. He said he remind about Jimmy saying both rookies would play. Yeah, see, I told y'all that too. The owner did say that, but Kevin still have games available to do it. I think I keep telling y'all I believe that man gonna get by 7 games, and it could go up to 9 now. It could go up to 9. Play for Keys, you said Colin Kevin will find another job if he lets go of the trust and believe the Giants will scoop him up. I don't even think their teams could holler at you like that, but you never know who connected to who and say, hey, man, we'll come scoop you up, big dog. We got you. You can roll here. You can win here now. Kathy, you say Kevin isn't his own zone. Don't care what the fans want. He doesn't, but he got to at the same time because we going to see Shador. I just really believe we are. I really believe we are. Keys, what's happening? Yeah, the locker room probably open, but yeah. Yeah, Mac, they got rid of him. The Giants head coach. They got rid of him. Shador King was good. But I don't know who the Giants going to get. I don't know who the Giants going to get. Now, if Cleveland Browns, when they got Peyton Manning, I know for a fact they get Arch Manning. It would be nowhere around that. Selmo, you say you'd like to see Brian Flores as new coach? You know he got into it with the NFL. So I don't know if they'll give him a job. I really don't. They'll have to do it a different kind of way because I know he called him out on a lot of stuff, but I don't know if they'll give him a job. He might get one. Well, if they gave him one, they might give him Tennessee. Greg, you say Brian Flores. See what I'm saying? So they ain't liking that. They don't like you coming against the status quo now. So I don't know how that's gonna go for him. Yeah, Greg, but he he wanted them, so he can have that. Rachel, he wanted them. They'll let that slide. They'll let that slide. But see, I would love Brian Flores. I would love any offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator who like that to get another shot. A young up-and-coming college coach that's a head coach that's like that. Like Steve Sarkisian. If he wanted to come on up. Let's see what you can do in the NFL. Lane Kiffin was there too, but I don't think Lane Kiffin will come back. Bill Belichick, I know that he want to get the wins to be the most winningest head coach ever, but I don't know if the Browns will go that route. They could tap back into history and see what they got, but I don't know if they'll do it. 1949, you say thank you to all the veterans. Yeah, amen to that. Yeah, you say anyone currently soon couldn't possibly secure a job. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it is. Just girl, you said Gruden is a terrible coach. Soon leave. Yeah, it's a lot going on with that. And I think didn't they let him win? I thought he won that case. I could be wrong. Kathy said I believe Kevin lost the Browns locker room and there's no everybody kind of got a clue when you tanking. They really ain't tripping. Like, everybody kind of know. So it's like, yeah, we tanking. Like, they put it out there. Okay, the Tennessee Titans, we know they trash. They ain't really got no coach. Giants just lost their coach. So both of them should be sorry all the way through, supposedly. And who the other sorry team? I know the Saints sorry, and I know the Raiders sorry. It's just coaches get recycled. Certain coaches. But what's good? Yeah, certain coaches. Not everybody, but certain coaches get recycled. I don't know if Brian Flores ever gonna get to be a head coach again, unless it's a sorry team. Unless it's the Browns or the Tennessee Titans, because I ain't seen the Tennessee Titans do nothing in a lot of years. JD, you say they just nominated DG Rookie of the Week? No way. For what? Ain't no way that they might have put him up there, but ain't nobody finna vote for that. Man, throwing ball in the dirt. Greg, you say the Raiders, Saints, Browns, Titans, and Giants are all actively tanking. They are. Now, the Raiders might not be tanking, because I don't think Pete Carroll will do that, but his team might be so sorry they are tanking. And the Saints got a new head coach. They trying to turn around. Kevin trying to tank. The Titans just sorry they need a coach, and the Giants need a coach. Yeah, it's rough like that. See, now, one thing about it is, Kevin would have, well, I guess he really wouldn't. I was about to say Kevin got to justify why he never played Shador, but they know. The whole league know. They did their thing on Shador and Coach Prime. They let them boys have it. Jay Will say, yes, they know, but it still hurts the team, players, individuals. They do. And it's funny that Tommy Reese could come in and target Jerry Jeudy just like that, but Kevin had all them games and didn't target him like that. That don't make no sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. Mac, appreciate it. I can't understand this at all. But this is the NFL. They do whatever they want to do. Y'all, it's players sitting on teams right now better than some of the starters in the NFL. Well, we see that with Shador. The prime example, you see it with Shador. Now, imagine if Shador didn't have the name that he had. They probably wouldn't have done him like that. If his name wouldn't have been like that, probably wouldn't have done him like that. But just looking at it, Shador, obviously is better than Dylan Gabriel, and we rolling with Dylan Gabriel to make our tanking not look like tanking. You got Dylan Gabriel out there. You can't really say you tanking per se. You could say it's the ups and downs of a rookie. Ups and downs of a rookie. So that's what they doing with that. JD, say look it up. Week 10 nomination rookie of the year. I don't know why they. Yeah, it's wild. I don't know how you get player of the week for that. Greg, you say it's gonna be like 4 teams with 2 wins. Watch, I can see it. And then they got to go with the battle off. And the battle off is if we lose to the Titans, we get the nudge over them, and lose to the Raiders, we get the nudge over them. So we'll be seeing good. Kathy, you say yes, DG was throwing balls at the dirt. Y'all know what's funny? You know you got film. You go over film after the game. Like we sit in there after the game. You already know if you did something silly on film, everybody gonna sit there and get to see it. Well, imagine this man threw 4 to 8 balls in the dirt. How do you justify that? Like one ball he threw in the dirt, I thought somebody batted it because I was like, ain't no way he threw that. And then when you see it, players was looking at the ball hitting the ground, like for the Jets too. Like, what? What is that? Like, that was a wasted rep. I'd rather them allow me to come in the game, emergency quarterback, jump in the game, throw that pass for him, than him throwing it. I'd rather throw a pick than did what he did on those plays, or just hand the ball off. So I don't know how you justify that. I don't know how you justify that one. They had to be looking at it like, bruh, what in the world you doing? Why you throwing the ball at the ground like that? Like, I know Jerry do to them like that, bruh. I know they tanking, but God, dog. And then you know another thing that's crazy, y'all? They have said that we have given up. Now I don't know if it's 3-3 or 3-1, but since 23, we have given up 3 kick returns and 3 punt returns. Somewhere around that line, 3 kick returns, 1 punt return. But either way, we got the trash special teams. Now, why are special teams so trash, y'all? And why they only get trash? Yeah, I know you can say it's because we losing, but why is happening now? Like, why this man didn't never have bad special teams before then? Why is bad special teams look like why they was tanking? Last year, they lost all them games, and they could have won at least 4 or 5 of them games. Then this year, they losing all these games, and we could have won a few of these games. So I think we could have been 4-4 going into the break. I think. Almighty, you say they drafted QB and Kevin's still around. Shador should go to Barry and ask for. Now he can't. Shador can't never right now ask for nothing. Not in this position. Now if he 2, 3, 4, 5 years in the league and he's balling and done turned into the face of the league, yeah, then you can ask some. JB, you say, why Kevin out there talking about what we got to look at? He choose to pick what he look at. You know, I'm going to look over here. I know I can look at Dylan Gabriel, but I'm not. I'm going to look over here. Yeah. I'm not going to focus on Dylan Gabriel because y'all going to ask me about Shador. I'm just going to focus over here. Matter of fact, I'm just going to say that coaches got to coach better. Special teams, that's my guy. We'll get it better. Everybody just got to be better. Yeah. Don't ask me about nothing about Shador. I ain't never seen nothing like this, y'all. We on a wild ride. Just girl, you say they draft another quarterback. Shador definitely got to get off this team, but he can't. He can't ask for nothing. He got if the Browns want to get rid of him, they can. It's only really one quarterback out there, y'all, and it's the Indiana quarterback. Everybody else, any quarterback that's in this college book right here, if they get them, they would be they would be messing them own selves up. He the hottest quarterback out right now, and that's not because of him. That's because of the team. See, the NFL don't do hot seats, but the college did. The college had Hugh Freeze, gone. Wisconsin coach should be gone. Mike Gundy gone. Mike Norvell should be gone, but he not. Billy Napier gone. Arkansas coach gone. Virginia Tech coach gone. Other coaches, they balled out to not get fired. LSU coach gone. Maryland coach gone. Hey, sometimes it is what it is. It's just no quarterbacks really out there, y'all. You could say the Oregon quarterback, but yeah, he got the 5-star height, but it ain't like he just balling out of control right now in the at the college level. It's not like he balling out at the college level right now. Like I'm talking about just straight making Oregon look like they all that in the bag of chips. It ain't like he doing that. Almighty, you say the coach done showed you at every turn he don't care about. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. DeAndre, you said Dylan isn't standing. He's down with the red. Yeah. DT, you say they tanking and Dylan stanking. Yeah, all of it together. And they don't even care. Dylan's improving. He's improving. That man ain't improving. KD, you say they praying God the Browns don't pick another one. Whatever the Browns do at this point wouldn't shock me, but quarterback would. Quarterback would. It just, they couldn't be that silly. They couldn't be that silly, but they could. Unless they did it and traded it away. Because remember that year Eli came out, I think the Chargers drafted him, but they sent him to the Giants. And the Giants, I think, drafted, I want to say Phillip Rivers, and they just switched. Something like that. Till you say, but it's still strange that not once has Shador got first team. Yeah. But it ain't strange when you look at it from the whole thing. They started out dogging him in January. And they mashed him to the ground in April on the draft. It's just part of the mash now. I think it's part of when they get to the Red Sea. PWB, you say they asked Kevin how DG? Yeah, he know that man ain't good like that. Jay Will, you say no, it's not a top-notch QB in the college football that's standing out. Indiana quarterback is going to get the most love, probably will be the first quarterback taken. I don't know how he's going to do in the NFL, but I do know this. The system that he is playing in is set up for a quarterback to win. Indiana going to have a hot quarterback every year, period. I'm telling y'all that now. Indiana going to have a hot quarterback every year. PWB, you say they asked him to improve. He ain't have no answer. Yeah, he know what time it is, Robin. You say they don't want to play 12 because he will not help them tank. Yeah, correct. He won't help him tank, and Tommy Reese ain't trying to help him. They actually would have won the game without 2 special team touchdowns. We could have won. Nice girl. They surely are. That's what I'm saying, Greg. I don't even think the Oregon quarterback not gonna be that good in the league. Zil, you say it's about to be 26, and at the end of 28 season, Shador is an undrafted free agent. He can sit back and get paid. That's too many years. He playing. Once we play, we ain't coming out. Now, Greg, I would love for him to come to the NFL because that man been winning everywhere. I would love for him to come to the NFL. Maybe the owner obsessed with Arch Manning. If we happen to get Peyton Manning in any capacity, yeah, they'll get him. But the Indiana head coach, I'd love to have him in the NFL. I think he'll be good in the league. I think now. He might get up here in the league too much for him, but everywhere that man go, he win. I don't know if he's trying to win a national championship and then come or what, but that boy hot. That boy is hot. And then sometimes once you get a school hot, the school stay hot. Like he left James Madison, they still winning. They still putting it on. Now, y'all remember when Steve Sarkisian agent, they came out and said that he ain't want no job, but hey, what if he does? What if he does? If Mike Tomlin, I don't know if the Indiana coach will fit what the Steelers do. The Steelers like to tote that thing. Although they got Aaron Rodgers and he'll throw it, but the Steelers really like to tote that thing. They that smash mouth, and I don't know if he'll a smash mouth team. Let me see. Let me see what they running back had last year in Indiana. See if they smash my. But I think he would do good in the NFL though, cause he been doing good everywhere else. If I was a university or NFL team, I'd try to throw the whole table at him. Uh, Last year, man had 72 offensive touchdowns, 8 40-point games. They running backs had left him. So I don't know why was that. Maybe they was throwing too much. But they sure was balling last year and they balling this year. I don't know what his secret sauce is. He got it. He got it. Like that man can coach, y'all. He could really coach. Dude Staley, nah, he probably won't. I don't see him as being a head coach. Yeah. Yeah, Greg, I thought I want him. I could see him coming to the league. I would at least kick the ties on it. If he didn't pan out, then cool. You know who I would love to see in the NFL? Nick Saban accomplished a lot in college football. He ain't got to go back. Come to the league. Don't worry about no NIL and all this recruiting and people could transfer. Come to the league. Tell the Browns you'll take over. Bring Bill Belichick back with you, and y'all run it. I don't know if he'll start Shador. Pretty sure he'll give him a chance, but I would love to see that. I would love to see Nick Saban come to the league and see what he could do. It can't tarnish his name because he almost had the Dolphins on point, but the Dolphins wouldn't clear Drew Brees, but the Saints did, and you see what happened. So it is what it is. Yeah, Nick Saban should come. Nick Saban should come. See, my thing is, the Browns showing us that they tanking, showing us that they don't want to play Shador. I don't know who over this not playing Shador stuff, but eventually it got to stop. And will it stop before the Tennessee game? Will we see him in November or will we see him in December? Which I know we're going to see him in December, but it's just when. I was hoping we get to see him for the Las Vegas game. That's still a possibility, but I don't think so. And then I'm hoping we can see him for the San Francisco game. That's a home game. They could. But I just feel they might just give Dillon Gabriel 8 games. Unless they surely want to lose versus Tennessee, and then they give him 9 games. So Shador playing window is November the 23rd to December the 7th. That's his opportunities to play if they don't start in one of them weeks. And then after that, if they don't start him by San Francisco game, I ain't really believing that they going to keep him, make him the starter of Tennessee. I know Tennessee at home, it'll pack the stadium out, but I don't think they'll do it. So I'm looking for them to really start him December the 14th. If they don't play him for the Raiders, San Francisco, I think December the 14th at Chicago. They'll send that boy to the Windy City and let him get out there and see what he can do. Greg, you say Shador will probably start first versus the Raiders. Just hard for me to see it. Zero, you say with this defense and Shador playing, yeah, they could have made some noise, but they say, nah, we ain't making no noise. Yeah, just say clean that house out, but they won't. PWB, you say Nick Saban promised his wife he will leave this mess alone. He probably did, but they say that ticket right, he might come. Greg, you said Kirby Smart should go to the NFL as well. The writing is on the wall at Georgia. They can't compete with a $22 million a year roster. Whoo-wee. Hey, listen. Do y'all realize that the rosters that are dominating have, they like that? Like Texas Tech up there because of money. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Nice girl. I like it now that if you got some money behind you can do something. I got to go look at Michigan record because they got a billionaire backing them too. Y'all, when I'm that billionaire, trillionaire, quadrillionaire, I might back me a team too. And I'm probably gonna back South Florida. Cause I'm right here by it. And I might back Southeastern. Cause they nah. Yeah, I might. Flower, you say Shador might not play this season. Everybody's saying that. I can't feel that way until the clock say 0, semicolon, 0-0 versus Cincinnati in January. That's the only time I can say it. Nick ain't coming. He old and comfortable now. Nick, listen, y'all. If it weren't for NIL, Nick would have stayed in college ball. He saw the wave turning. You say Ohio State got that cash and LSU? That's what made me think Lane Kiffin gonna do it. Till you say my question is that the Browns coaches do not believe in Shador. I ain't gonna say that's the case. I think they believe in him. They know he that boy. They see it every day. It's just sometimes you get they override you. Like, nah, hey, Dylan going out there. But Dylan ain't better. I don't care. He could throw. Look, we already know he's gonna be 50%. He might throw some picks, he might not. But I told him when he's scared, throw it in the dirt. So he throwing it in the dirt. So now we can make up for the intentional grounding game against New England. Talking about I had gimmick plays. So yeah, we tank it. And DG gonna throw it in the dirt every time he gets scared about to throw a pick. He throwing it in the dirt. That's what I told him. Throw it in the dirt. I take up for you. I say we improving. Up and down. Up and down. So, hey, as long as you got somebody backing you, you good. Now you said if Shador doesn't play, it could be the end of the NFL. NFL ain't going nowhere. They pay out too much money. It's boys right now in elementary dreaming of the league. And then now with social media, you get to see so much that you can connect with anybody any given time if they're in the right mood to connect with you. So, nah, them boys want that, they want that cash, and the NFL know that. PWB say, so again, if they do not give Shador a fair shot to play, the owners will have lied again. And correct. But to me, he got to play. To me, he got to play. Southbound, you say they just giving DG all his opportunities, so nothing, he can't complain. Yeah, but he ain't showed nothing in 5 games. Even with Jackson Dart, you got some moments you like, ooh. Even with J.J. McCarthy, you like, ooh. Even with the quarterback just started with the Saints, Tyler, you like, ooh. With us, we just like, bruh. Like, even if he make a good throw, he come back and make some just like, what? Bro, what you doing? Rex, you say he did realize anything while he was in the league. Oh, you talking Greg. Ty, you say I'm a Detroit fan, Detroit Lions fan. I'm a Shador fan also. You tired of the fiasco? What we gonna do about it? Man, the people closest to it need to go right out there and say, we're not coming into the stadium until you play Shador. We're not coming in until you play Shador. The league has done enough to Shador, but they ain't gonna do that. Jay Will, you said Jimmy want the stadium to be filled. He'll put 12 in. Yeah, but ain't nobody doing that. Miss Cameron, what's good? Nice girl, you say DJ at his highest potential. Well, I put it like this. If they was to ride out DG the whole way, he should be better next year. Now, how much better, I don't know. But if he played the whole season, and they gave him the whole season, which they shouldn't, They should give Shador at least. Now, I'm at the point now where I'm just hollering, give me 3 games. Can you give me 3? At least 4. Can you give me at least 4? Can you give me at least 4, Cleveland? But at least 3. Can you at least give me 3? But if they were to ride out Dylan Gabriel the whole year, and he saw everything he could see, he should be better next year. Now, whether he is or not, but he should be. Pete, what's happening? Reg, you say it's sad that they are doing this in front of our eyes. Right, I'm talking about right here. Listen, we knew we couldn't do nothing about it when the only thing Coach Prime could say on film when he was getting recorded was, we get it. We get it. Dog, we get it. I get it. God, dog. Like, if that's all Coach Prime could say, and Coach Prime to this point ain't really just jumped out there and said nothing, other than he don't care nothing about no Cleveland, then only people who can do something is the fans. If you hit them pockets, you'll make a change. You will make a change. If they hit them pockets, a change will be made for a fact. LH, you say Prime know exactly what's going on. That's what I'm saying. That's why on that draft day, he was like, man, okay, we get it. But he still ain't really never said nothing. Like, he done did some shows, but he ain't just went off there and said, hey, man, look, y'all. But Boomer came out and said it. Boomer came out and said the owners, they don't like Shador being showboating, but it ain't even that. It's just they want to tax City. I still think this thing's so big, y'all, that it's bigger than everything we could think of. That's why I know it's going to go in Shador's favor. And Shador be doing so much on the outside that you know he going to be good. KP, you say they are going to use Shador when he is up to play, and they are going to put another player before him to make Prime play that. Now they go that route. I got dog. Now I know they could jump Bailey in front of him. FD was good. I know they also could jump Deshaun Watson in front of him, but that'd be a little too much. Mathis, you say they are not helping DG though? True hurting potential, yeah. They just trying to get to these draft picks. Because right now, we got pick number 4 in the draft, if the draft started today, and the Jaguars got pick 19. Jaguars lost, so that helped us, but they should have won. But they just happened to lose. Okay. And they were leading that whole game because we were looking at it. So right now, if you look at this thing, y'all, it's about tanking. They can't say it ain't. It is, and it could be about just crushing Shador still right now. So, because they still ain't played him, still ain't gave him first team reps. They know what time it is. They let that man get out there for real, he gonna shine. Ain't nowhere around it. He's gonna look good no matter what plays they call. You gotta call a pass play at some time. You call a slant all you want, outs and curls all you want, but at some point he gonna look over at that wide receiver and say, "Hey, bro, they call this slant again. Go slant and go. If they call this curl again, call curl and go. They call this curl again, go hitch and go. And then take off. I deal with it. We ain't gonna run no 5 hitch plays in a row. They finna pick me off. Height, yeah. That boy jump, touchdown. Kevin and Tommy will take the love for the play, but hey, they'll come out and say it at some point. FD, you say the fans need to start going to the game. Yes, if they don't show up, well, season ticket holders still gave their cash up, but so they probably will go anyways because they done paid for it. I get that, but if you ain't bought a ticket yet and you just really want this organization to do better, yeah, don't go. But they ain't gonna do that. They ain't doing that. People gonna go out there. Nice girl, you say Prime isn't gonna compromise Shador. Correct. He gotta lay back and chill. That's why I'm saying that thing pretty strong. Greg, you say Cleveland needs to let go. They do, but they not. They not. It's wild how this thing going. G-Mac, you say, what incentives would Shador have to play for Kevin knowing Kevin doesn't like? Well, we don't know what Kevin really saying to him in the while they out there. Cause Kevin acknowledged now, hey, the boy be working hard. Everybody see how hard he working. I done seen the little plays where DG and Shador talking like after plays. So Shador be locked in. So they see him. They know what time it is. They definitely know what time it is. But look, y'all, I'll come back on later today and rock with y'all. Rock with y'all. Let me see what the latest information they got out there, then I'll come back on. I'll let y'all.